Dr. Wendy Osefo breaks her silence for the very first time. Next Gen NYC is ready for their next season. Britney Spears is writing better than ever with new ventures, and Luann Delesseps is going around throwing major shade. This and much more. Welcome to Pop Smash. Hello, everybody, troop. Welcome back. I'm your host, Andy Shademan, and I hope that you are having an amazing and beautiful Monday. It is the beginning of a new week. Girl, I'm still feeling the hangover for the weekend. Like, it was such a crazy party. I don't know if you guys remember that I told you on Saturday that I have this major party, but it was really, really good. And I hope that you guys are already celebrating. Like, Halloween is not just one day. Halloween is a lifestyle. Halloween is October, girl. Okay. So if you already dressed up for the very first time, let me know in the comments below what was your costume and what are you doing. I already thinking about my next costume for actual Halloween. If you want to know what I was or everything that I did, go and follow me on my social media. You can find me anywhere as the real Andy Shademan or my personal Instagram, Andy.Shademan. All right, guys. So if you're new here, welcome to the BEVERLY Troop, where I keep it real and I spill the tea every single day, everything related to pop culture and the Bravoverse and reality TV and all of the good stuff. And if you are joining me from my old YouTube channel, welcome home. You have found the way. Okay. So before everything, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. All right, guys. So this is going to be kind of like a hopefully quick video, but you never know. Sometimes the tea just keep getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and you don't know what is gonna happen, right? But anyways, let's start, guys. So Next Gen NYC. Where are my fans of Next Gen NYC? Such an amazing show. If you have not watched it, go to your Peacock account and go and start watching, because honestly, they did that. I think, at the end of the day, Real Housewives will always be the mother franchise that is going to give us another great, amazing shows. Am I right? So it was very obvious that after all of this time, we have been involved in these shows for like 20 years. To see the next generation of reality TV stars to be the kids of the housewives, and then, other people, they just, I don't know exactly why they put it in there, but whatever, right? I think the show was really, really good. I mean, having to see Gia Judice, Riley Burrows, Ariana Bierman, and Brooks Marks, like really came out of the shadow of what the Real Housewife is to create their own show. It was really, really interesting. And even the new ones, this is something that I love. When casting do a good job, it's great. Like, that this is going to be a great, great show. So we were all thinking what was gonna happen, when is next season like coming, if there is a next season coming. Well, it is official. They are beginning to film for season 2. Okay. Now the sources are saying that there might be a major cast exit along with new cast members. All right. So I don't know who this major cast exit will be, because we have already seen pictures of Gia, Brooks, and Ariana filming. Ariana, I mean, I told you the other day she broke up with her husband. Sorry, with her boyfriend, Hudson, which broke our hearts. But little T over here, the streets are saying that there was a cheating situation, allegedly on his part. But I guess we're gonna have to wait at the show and see what is going to happen. But the thing is, supposedly I see somewhere that Ariana was moving in with Riley. Like, the two of them are now gonna be living together. So even though we have not seen Riley filming, I think she's still gonna be part of the show, because if she's living with Ariana, then it kind of like makes sense. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited for that. I don't know like the major exit who will be, because from the new guys we have um Georgia, we have this what's her name? Eva? Was it Eva? I don't even remember her name, you know. Crystal Minkoff's ex nanny, basically. And then we have, the only fan guy, which I love him, but I think he's not gonna be returning. And then we have this other guy that everyone loves, and I actually like him too, but I don't remember his name right now. And then we have Charlie. And Charlie, it says over here that Charlie will return. I'm just gonna tell you, Georgia, she needs to return to this show. I mean, she needs to get back into the show, and I think she's returning to the show. So Charlie, I think he's gonna have the whole redemption arc. You know, um, so we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happened here. And also we have Emira, and I think I saw her on a picture. I don't know who is going to be the big cast like person who is going to be leaving, because it says there might be a major cast exit. I don't know. And new cast members. I could potentially see new cast members joining this show. So, anyways, I'm very excited. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. All right. Now, someone who is ready to move into the new stage of her life, even though she's going through a lot right now, is our girl, Miss Britney Spears. Okay. As you know, Kevin Jobless Federline is really reaching with that disgusting book that he put it out there, and then promoting it with like a bunch of lies and weird shit. Like, this guy is honestly such bad news. Like, I cannot stand that guy. But anyways, Britney has kind of like been going around trying to, keep it positive, being strong. She broke her silence a couple times, bashing all the lies that Kevin Federline is putting out there, And at the end of the day, I think it's the people's court, and I think the people have spoken, and we are definitely on Britney Spears' team when it comes to this, because I'm so sorry. If Kevin Federline was like a hard-working person that we have seen him trying and trying, and making businesses and like, or even like music, because he supposedly is like a singer or something as well. If we will have seen something like that, we will be like, oh, he's a hardworking person. But this guy has been a leech on Britney Spears from the very beginning, and he's just doing this because he's not receiving Britney Spears checks anymore. But anyways, Britney Spears, according to sources, is trying to, keep positive, keep nice, and moving on into like her next venture. So according to absolutely.britney.com, they're saying that Britney Spears is shining brighter than ever with new ventures and creative dreams on the horizon. So it says Britney Spears is entering a new era of creativity and confidence, and she's doing it entirely on her own terms. A well placed source confirmed to Dumois that the pop icon jewelry line Be Tiny is finally in the early design stage, with Britney herself involved in shaping every detail to reflect her signature sparkle. She's also collaborating with Give Back Beauty on a brand new fragrance, because when it comes to perfume, nobody does it like Britney. As and as for her story, another sources confirm that production on the film adaptation for her best-selling memoir, The Woman in Me, is still in the early stages, but definitely in the works. And we are hearing through the grapevine that a writer has officially been attached to pen the script, with multiple projects in motion and her creative energy in full bloom. Britney's next chapter look like radiant as ever. Okay. Then Britney also posted something. She says, on a lighter note, remember dreams. My personal family has always done a wonderful job at nightmares. And let's just say I have gotten a little more intelligent than I used to be. I take up for myself and I let myself. With that said, Be Tiny is coming soon, and there is also a small surprise that will follow up just 2 months after Be Tiny. Let's just say an extremely wicked perfume, not like any bottle ever sold. Um, Anyways, I, talking about Britney in general, this is a woman who has gone through like so much in her life. I honestly hope that she decided to do whatever she wants to do. That feels her passion. That feels what she needs at the end of the day, right? She's very successful with everything that she does. I mean, Britney Spears has been confirmed that to be one of those persons that everything that she touch becomes gold instantly. Every single from her music, her breath, fragrances, her everything. Like everything has always been such a major staples for Britney Spears' life, right? Um, you know, of course, if I want to be like more, um, I forgot the word, guys. Latino, from a more selfish, point of view, like of course I wanted her to return, to bring new music, to do the whole thing again. I just don't even know if that is ever going to happen. I think she has been so traumatized by the whole thing that I maybe she just like done with it, right? She will always live like as this major huge pop star, and the blueprint for like every single other pop star that we have right now. I don't know. I think it will be up to her, and we will have to respect whatever decision she made. And I think at some point we just have to like stop asking her like, when are you coming back? When are you like another album, a new song, and all of this, and just maybe start asking like, what is your like your next project, whatever that is. If she decided to start making, I don't know, pillows, that's it, I mean, and we'll have to support her no matter what. All right. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below about that one. Now, let's talk about Real Housewife of Potomac. Girl, I can't with people that do not take accountability. Honestly, it is wild to me. Wendy Osefo from, Potomac has broken her silence, you know, and you will think that if you are going through this journey of being accused of insurance fraud for almost a $500,000, girl, you will be, I don't know, being a little bit more responsible. Even if you want to blame your husband, let's say, at least be humble. If you remember Teresa Giudice's case from back in the day, she never came out like fighting that she was innocent until she was sent to jail. That was not the case. Teresa always from the very beginning was like, look, my husband made me sign these documents. I have no idea, because I don't read any of this, but I signed them. So it is my signature. So if I have to go to jail, then I will go to jail. Like I will show my kids what taking accountability means. That there are consequences to your actions. That's what she did, right? But when it comes to all of these other people who start from the very beginning, like I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent. Pray for me, justice for me. I'm like, really? Are you gonna go that way? I mean, this is wild to me. So she decided to throw herself a little photo shoot. Yes. And take these amazing pictures of her, and use that picture to break her silence. Her music choice, Look at God. And then she put, and through it all, God remains faithful. Thank you for the outpouring of love, support, and prayers for myself and most importantly, my family during this time. We are forever grateful. Tune in Bravo tonight for a new episode of Potomac. I'm like, is the support here with us? Because I don't have seen anyone being supportive of Wendy committing fraud. You know what I mean? Like, why do you do something like this? Like at the end of the day, you are going to be charged for this. So why don't just from the very beginning just take accountability? Like I think I said it, I don't remember if it was here or on TikTok, and I was thinking like, look, if this was me and my partner, right, and we have kids that are still kids, right, I will be like, look, we have to do what's best for our kids. At the end of the day, you have your happy Eddie with thing, that it is not that popular, and I am a real housewife. I bring money. I'm also a professor. I have a reputation. You go to jail. I will literally. I will be like, let's blame it on you. You know, let's Teresa Judice this. Let's just go out there and say that you did absolutely everything, and that I had no idea, and maybe I will get a lesser sentence. Maybe we can do exactly the same that Teresa did, like one person will go to jail, then the other person will go and serve their time as well. And I will wait for you, but at the end of the day, we also have to think about these kids, right? And also that way Wendy could maybe potentially recover somehow, her image, her reputation. Teresa did it, but Teresa did it in that great, amazing way. And she paid the ultimate price. She went to jail for a year. She lost her parents. If I'm right, I think her mom died while she was in jail. Like, she lost her parents. She lost time with her parents going to jail for a whole year. And then Joe went to jail for 4 more years. But look, Teresa came out. She wrote 4 bestseller books. She has done every single commercial. She has done Housewife. She has done reality TV. She is a working person, and she did it. But you have to take accountability from the beginning. I mean, Wendy, this should be the time to say like I didn't know what was going on. Like my husband, tricked me into this. But you know what? God is big, and I'm going to forgive him and wait for him, and we're gonna be going to couple therapy while he is in jail. I mean, something like that. I'm so sorry. How do you have 4 degrees and you do not understand that this is a game of perception? Of how the world looks at you. And you want to come out here with a damn photo shoot, which I have no idea how she's paying for, right? And say thank you for the love and the support. Girl. Even Eddie played nice because Eddie also broke his silence. At least he put a picture of his family. Like with Wendy and the kids. But you're gonna put a damn, like, how self-absorbed do you have to be? Self-absorbed, tone deaf, and plain, like James Kennedy will say, S&D. Because I can't. I'm so sorry. This is why I cannot, defend this kind of behavior. The same with Karen Huger. I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent all the way until the very last trial or whatever, they were like, actually, this is your 4 DUI. So, no, you are not innocent, bitch. What is with the lack of accountability on these people? Like, I can't. I'm sorry, And this the lack of smartness. It's just wild to me. So, anyways, that happened. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I mean, what would you be doing if this was your case? I know it's hard. It's insurance fraud, but at the same time, it's kind of like a white collar crime. So, um, Ebony Williams, remember, ex from New York, she actually said that it's very possible that they're gonna end up doing some kind of jail because they're gonna make an example out of them. I mean, I don't know if you saw when the sheriff was talking about the charges, but they were like, "Oh, please don't think about this as a victimless crime. There was actually a lot of victims because every single time that someone commits fraud, no insurance fraud, I'm sorry, it affects absolutely everyone else because the premiums go up and there is a whole bunch of things. So they basically with that he's kind of like saying, "Oh, you did have victims, just not like the regular victims, but like, yes, this is going to affect everyone." Now, if you want me to be very, very honest with you, I mean, this is not a case like Jane Shaw, you know. So I wouldn't care if they go, with a lesser um um jail time, Look, if they want to send Wendy for a year to jail and Eddie for 4 years, that's fine with me. I think that that will be okay. You know, um, but yeah, I think this is going to be bad. But shit like this does not help you whatsoever, Wendy. Come on, you are a smart girl. You are a smart girl. Unless your titles are not the real. I mean, should we start to look into like the veracity? Shit, Latino moment, guys. How do you say that? Veracity. I'm thinking the word in Spanish in my brain, but I have no idea how to say it in English. I don't know. We have to, you know what I mean. If the things are real or not. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. All right, guys. So let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about Shafts of Sunset. I know, like, what a like flashback, right? Well, you know that Shafts of Sunset is returning, and apparently it's probably gonna be called the Valley Persian style. Which is going to be a spin-off of the Valley. And you know that MJ, Reza, and Gigi will be returning to the show with a whole other set of people. Now, I think we're probably gonna learn more about it on BravoCon. But today we just learned that MJ has filed for divorce, bitch. Yes. So Mercedes Javi filed for divorce after 7 years, and she wants primary custody of their 6-year-old son. She is citing the boilerplate irreconcilable differences as the reason for the split, and she's asking to block the court's ability to award spousal support to herself or her estranged husband. Mercedes and Tommy married on April 21st of 2018, and they share a 6-year-old child together named Shams. And MJ is asking for sole physical and legal custody, but is open to a visitation scheduled for Tommy. A hearing in the divorce has been scheduled for December 18. Look, I'm not gonna say that I didn't see this coming because I'm a huge fan of Shots of Sunset, so I have watched the whole thing. And from the very beginning, I have never been able to see this guy to be the right guy for MJ. I just like I remember watching this and I was like, what are you doing, girl? Like, I mean, MJ could do so much better, you know? Now we don't know exactly what happened, I mean, so I cannot like judge or say absolutely anything else. I mean, we don't know if there was cheating or was something else, or they just definitely just get tired of each other. I have no idea. I just tell you that MJ deserved better, and I think she could get better. And I'm happy for her, I guess. I mean, I don't know. She hasn't even broke her silence, so we don't know exactly where she feels with all of this. But I know that she's a very strong woman, and I think she is a great mother, and I think she's a great human being. So, like, I know that she's gonna be able to move on and like really do amazing things with her life. I think it's always kind of like sad to like watch a family get broken, but at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you. Do not stay together for the kids. Do not do all of that shit. If something is not working out for you, then walk away. Like, why are you gonna prolong something that you know is not working? And she already gave this man, I wanna say, what, like, if they were married for 7, probably around 9 years of her life. So, like, girl, you know? So I'm so sorry, MJ. I hope that you are okay, but you got this. F this guy. Anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below about that one. Now, someone who is going around throwing a lot of shade, girl, Miss Luann Delesseps. You know that Luann Delesseps is like on tour. I actually went to her little her show. It was like a little show, because it was not like the Wiltern show. This was like a Q&A. It's not a show exactly. It's like a Q&A, that she's doing. And I got invited to go to the one here in LA, and we actually had an amazing time. But anyways, on that thing that she's doing, someone asked her who is the rudest Bravo celebrity that she has ever encountered, and she actually says that Erika Jayne is a bitch, and that Dorit Kemsley is not the nicest housewife either, and that she has had problems with both of them. BravoCon is about to be lit, bitch. BravoCon is going to be crazy, I'm telling you, because the amount of feuds that we have right now, it's just crazy. I do agree. Look, Erika Jane is not a nice person, and Dorit, no, she's not a good person either. So, like, I agree with you. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. Love you, Luann. Okay. Last but no least for today's show is Real Housewife of Atlanta. Kelly Farrell, the new housewife, right? She officially has hired Phaedra Parks to represent her in court in her battle with her ex. Yes. I hope that Andy and a camera are right there, because this is history right there. A lawyer housewife representing another housewife. I know that we saw a Phaedra did something with Sheree one time, but I think it was very like small. Like this could be like a whole real thing. So I'm very excited to see how this goes. So according to what is this, US Weekly? Yeah. Phaedra Parks has been hired to help co-star Kelly Farrell in court. Farrell filed an emergency petition on October 2nd after her ex-husband, Chuvalo Farrell, allegedly interfered with their kids filming Real Housewives of Atlanta. US Weekly can exclusively report. The Bravo star said she was awarded primary physical custody of their three minor kids, Chance Farrell and twins Chastity and Chelsea. In the final judgment, enter into their divorce on September 23rd. I don't know why when they want to go on divorce, they want to like play these games with the kids. Like, I mean, the pettiness of it all. It's kind of like, what's the problem? Like you don't have to do anything. Like you don't even have to pay for it. Like you're probably gonna get money from it. Like I don't know. Anyways, I am very excited to see Phaedra Parks back in action. I think she's gonna be doing an amazing job. Um, I think did I don't know if I told you this in another video, or was probably on TikTok as well. Like Phaedra Parks is now really like her name is like everywhere right now, And like a couple days there was this item going around saying that Phaedra actually gave her first class seat to a veteran on a flight, and out of nowhere, and then she took his seat, which was in coach in 10D, seat 10D. And that apparently when she saw him coming, she told him something like, "You have done so much for me already and for this country. Let me do something nice for you," and literally give him the seat. No cameras, no paparazzis, no nothing. Just she was doing it. Just like someone else in the flight recognized Phaedra for it, and I like spilled the tea basically. So I think Phaedra, she's such a nice person, and she is, when it comes to her job and when it comes to like lawyering. I don't know. Like I think she is fire. So like I'm very excited. I really hope that we get to see this part on the next season of the Real Housewife of Atlanta. You know. So yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below, and that's it. That's the show for today. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have been amazing. Remember, if you want to support me and my channel, the only way that you can do it right now is on the link on the description below. Okay, so go and read it and just click on it, and whatever dollar you can send, it goes a long way for now, because we're still fighting. Remember, this channel and my other channel are not monetized, so I'm literally not making any money from this. So that's the only way that you can support me right now. Or the other way that you can help me is by liking this video, sharing this video, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Okay, remember to watch, double watch, and triple watch every single video. And we are trying to get monetized, and in order to do that, I need 4,000 watch hours. That's a lot, but we are in almost halfway there. I think we are almost at 2,000 watch hours. So we're doing the thing. We're doing the thing. All right, guys. So thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.